don't want to date myself here, but if you're of a certain age, then you know that Sports Illustrated was a must-read magazine. So now that they've launched a sportsbook, are they a must-use bookmaker? We're going to find out today as I give you my review of the SI Sportsbook. Now, if you plan on checking them out, be sure to click the link down in the video description below. It's going to take you straight to their sign-up page, and you're going to get an exclusive bonus. The current bonus lets you get $50 in free bets after you bet $10. Now look, to be honest, this isn't one of the best bonus offers that's currently out there. It's not bad because you don't have to put in a ton of cash to get money back, like in a lot of those match deposit bonuses, but there are some companies out there like DraftKings and Caesars that are giving away like thousands of dollars. Another downside to the SI Sportsbook is that it's currently pretty limited in its scope. Right now, the Sportsbook is only available to those living in Colorado, and it's like, I don't blame them. Colorado's great, and who actually wants to be in New Jersey if they have a choice? But still, to be in that conversation for a good sportsbook, they're gonna need to expand. Luckily, they do have plans to go to New Jersey, unfortunately, Indiana, and Iowa, so check back soon with them. You can also check out these sportsbooks that are more widely available in other states who currently allow for online sports betting. When you pull up the SI Sportsbook website, you're gonna see a pretty standard black, white, red layout. There's a banner with some promos at the top. Below that, you're gonna see a row with major sports, and below that still, there's some featured live games and popular games underneath that. Off to the right, you have your bet slip with any bets you plan on making or that you currently have going. Then off to the left, you pretty much have everything else. Promos, live sports. If you click on recommendations, they'll show you some pretty cool things like what games are currently trending. And if you click on below that, you'll see that they have that bet feed, which is a live tracker of bets that are currently going out. I don't know how helpful it is, but it's cool to see what people are betting on, and it's always fun to see what dumb bets people are making. Like, there was a guy who was taking the Lakers to actually win. Here's a pro tip, don't do that. Now, even below that is their Perfect 10 promotion, which is a lot of fun, and it's totally free to play. They select 10 games a week, and you just pick the winner against the spread. If you get all 10 right, you get a share of the $10,000 grand prize. Every individual game you get right also earns you a $1 free bet. It's a fun way to win some free bets and potentially some cash if you run the table. Now, last on that left side list, you've got more of the top sports and a selection for all of their A through Z sports. The selection isn't too bad. Of course, they have all the main stuff, but they even have other things like esports and a ton of sports that are popular overseas like cricket, rugby, cycling, darts, and snooker, if that's more what you're into. Speaking of overseas, they have all the overseas leagues covered as well. We're talking Japanese baseball, European soccer, EuroLeague basketball, but what I find really weird about this A through Z list is it's the only place where I could find their odds boosts, or SI Sports Boosts as they call them. Now, the odds on some of these odd boosts are actually pretty good, and they usually have around 10 to choose from, which is better than a lot of the other competitors out there who a lot of times just have like 2 or 3 a day. I think it's kind of weird they don't highlight these more. They kind of hide them away. So be sure to check them out if you use their page, because honestly, I'd sign up for this site just for the odds boost alone. They're that good. Cycling back to the live odds, they do a good job here. They only recently launched live betting, but they have a ton of options for most games, and the odds are constantly refreshing and updating.
Whenever you're ready to bet, SI Sportsbook makes funding your account pretty straightforward and easy. They accept the standard credit cards like Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. They even have other options like bank transfer, Play Plus card, PayPal, or cash at the casino. Withdrawals, on the other hand, are a little more complicated. You can only get your cash back through a Play Plus card, bank transfer, PayPal, or cash at the casino. You can't use those debit or credit cards. The nice thing is, though, there's never any fees for deposits or withdrawals, but they still don't make getting your money back as easy as some of the other operators.
Lastly, let's talk customer service. The SI Sportsbook allows you to get in touch with them via phone, email, and live chat support. I found the live chat to be the fastest, but I wouldn't skip past their FAQ when you have questions. It's actually pretty well written out and can help troubleshoot most problems that might arise. So overall, the SI Sportsbook has some pretty cool features like the bet feed and trending bets. It's got some good things to it like the robust odds boosts, but there's still a handful of just not so great things, like it only being available in Colorado, and withdrawals just really being a pain. So if those things don't bother you and you happen to be in Colorado, give the SI Sportsbook a shot. But don't forget to head there by clicking the link down in the video description below so that you can get your free $50. Well, there's the review for today. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a thing or two. Now, do me a favor and hit that like button. Also, you can subscribe to our channel if you want more sportsbook and casino reviews just like this one.